this morning, the Olympic cauldron at Rice-Eccles Stadium was lit to celebrate today's big announcement of the return of the Winter Olympics in 2034. Nothing makes it official like that cauldron burning, and you can see it across the valley. Dan Spindle joins us live with an exclusive view of that flame. Good morning, Dan.
Deanie, I've got something you're going to love here. Here atop Rice-Eccles Stadium, right now I can say from Paris to Washington Square to right here at the stadium, a Utah fan am I. So many Utah fans today because the Salt Lake City Olympics for 2034, it's official. The bid was successful, and I want you to just see this beautiful flame again. You talk about the forecast, Matt Johnson. The forecast is hot up here. This exclusive view, incredible to look out across our beautiful Salt Lake Valley, and this is one of those lasting legacies, the 115-foot high cauldron here at the stadium. Another legacy of the games in '02 happened even before those games. We are now 25 years removed from the beginning of what we now know as UTA's extensive transportation that we have here, the public transportation in the state of Utah and in the great city of Salt Lake City. You've got TRAX, you've got that light rail extension, you've got the buses, and you have the front runner. And now looking ahead a decade, we get a chance to kind of peer into the future of what we may have, a big boost to our public transportation.
If you're one of the millions who step onto the buses, TRAX cars, and front-runner trains every day of every year, you already know what others may just be learning. This mode of public transportation that dominated the 19th century is laying track for the future here in the 21st.
I think it's a great problem to have such demand.
Jay Fox is pretty fond of riding the rails. After all, he's been UTA's executive director for the better part of the last 3 years. And in that short time, ridership has gone up 13% and 14% each year since 2022, respectively.
You can do whatever you want on transit. You're not in traffic. You can, for a student, they can study. For you're going to work, you can listen to music. If you're after work, you can get a snooze.
So with the 2034 Winter Olympic Games now set for less than 10 years and ticking, how confident is Jay that our method of moving around the masses here in the mountains of Utah will be ready to host yet another international event? He told me the Warriors over the Wasatch Air Show was a great success as people decided to leave the driving to UTA to get to Davis County. And the 2023 NBA All-Star Game was a good warm-up, if not a small one, compared with, all the nations of the world flocking to our state.
It was a mini Olympics to show the versatility of our system today, as opposed to 2002.
Jay's confidence isn't out of bounds. He pointed to Chicago as an example, with its well-known L train moving a population 4 times as large as the Wasatch Front. Would you believe our 13 trips per person per year actually beats the Windy City for our size?
We're getting to a place where, not too distant future, we're going to hit capacity, and we want to make sure that we can continue to move people.
And that means investment over the next decade will be necessary. And that plan is already laid out. Right now, you can ride Frontrunner every 29 minutes or so. But with a double track in the coming years, that time will be slashed to just 14 minutes. Another TRAX line will be added, connecting the airport all the way up to the U. The Mid-Valley Rapid Express will add bus routes from Murray to places in the West Valley like the Maverick Center. And new level boarding cars will be added within the next 4 to 5 years, allowing all access for those living with disabilities. The bottom line here, Jay is looking forward to UTA's enhancements that lie just beyond the bend, over the horizon, toward the next Olympic Games, but not because of them.
Where do we rank as far as transit systems? If you put us on a podium next to any other transit system.
We're gold. I'm sorry to tell you, we're already gold.
This is the gold medal.
Yeah. And so there's no platinum medal, but I will tell you by 2034 we'll be platinum.
From the front runner cutting its way through Salt Lake County, I'm Dan Spindle, KSL 5 News.
Hey, that was a lot of fun, too, to take Frontrunner and just kind of take in the scope of what we've seen in the expansion of what we might see. The Olympic motto, Citius Altius Fortius. There's my Latin for you. It means higher, faster, stronger. That is the UTA motto, you could say, over the next decade. Again, it's not because of the Olympics, but they are getting ready, and step by step, they will be effectively laying that track for the future there, allowing us to, yes, travel with ease throughout our entire state, but everyone, the nations of the world that come here, those athletes and their families. In 2034, if you think we can get around easily now, just imagine what we will see then. So from atop Rice-Eccles Stadium, guys, the beautiful view of the Olympic cauldron and the flame that lets everybody know what we all know now, officially 2034. Well, just jot it down. Be ready. Start preparing. We've only got 10 years. Do we have a countdown? I don't know if we have a countdown clock now. 10 years, T-minus 9 and change to go. Deanie, Mike, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Dan, you're exactly right. And organizers have said the clock is ticking because they need to plan more projects like the one you just pointed out and leverage it now that we're getting the games.